Hi everyone, Andrew and Nathan here with Illuminati Magic, and we're here to talk about Cardwords, which is one of the new accessories as a part of Unifi's second sight.
Yes, so Cardwords is a very advanced anagram analyzer. Now, this is a great effect. You can ask a spectator to think of any word in the dictionary, and then they can then spell that word out in their mind. They choose the letters, and then instantaneously, you'll know every possible combinations of anagrams. One of the things I was surprised about, Andrew, is how few anagrams can actually be produced when you're looking at words in the English language.
Yeah, it does start to, it doesn't go exponentially more as there's more letters involved, which does help with our sort of ability to decipher what the potential outcomes are. And when we go through in a minute some of the options in the app, you'll see that you can start to help the system if you select the first letter, or if you start to narrow down what the theme of the word may be, if it's a boy's name, a girl's name, a country, or things like that. So there's ways like that, if you know what type of performance you're going to be doing, that you can start to really refine the amount of outcomes that there could be.
Yes, there's a lot of really subtle performance settings. So like if you're doing a more mentalism style effect, then and you want to get 100% hit straight out of the box, you can say, you know what, I want you to know the first letter that you're thinking about.
Yeah, so you would obviously have them have the letters in their hand in the correct order, and they would place the first letter down, and then you would say, hold on, keep shuffling the cards, shuffle the cards. So it made it seem like it's more random, but you've kind of already got the first card in there. That helps to lock it in. So then if they now grab a couple of cards at once and pop them in, and then a couple more and pop them in, the second side, it doesn't matter about the order of the rest of them. It'll grab all of those letters and anagram them, but it knows that that first letter is the beginning of the word, which helps with the system.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So looking at the Cardwords box and looking at the deck, so the Cardwords is really just designed to be looking like it is a travel version of the game of Scrabble. They are plastic durable cards with the RFID chips sealed inside them when they were manufactured, and they've got a nice unique design on the back of them. And then if we go to our bird's eye view here, you can see we've got a little Cardwords example over here, and you can see then we have a little marking system card next to it there. So there is a nice unique way to see the designs on those cards as well. Now, whilst we've got the setup here in front of us, we'll actually open up the app a little bit and we'll go into the Cardwords settings, just so you can see as well a little bit about some of the Cardwords settings that there are there. So we've got that screen just here in front of us as well. So obviously enabling Cardwords means that you're enabling that anagramma within. Yes. So that means you don't have to be using the Cardwords for this. It is an in-app purchase for anyone that wants to program their own RFID tags with letters and using the anagram system. But the Cardwords deck, if you do purchase that from us, then you do get the in-app purchase for free to be able to use all of those features. So it is better for most customers. I'd say grab a Cardwords deck, and then not only do you get those good durable cards, you get all the features, but you can still program other objects as well.
Absolutely.
So inside the app there, obviously enabling it, you can disable individual letters, which means in regards to it scanning those individual letters and giving us E, R, S. So I could be getting an audio information or a single letter information of each of those letters as they get scanned as well. As we go down the list there, Nathan, some of the other, I guess, important configurable features, what would we have?
So you've got report multiple anagrams. So that's whether or not you just want the first hit. So, for example, with people's names, we've got the most popular 3,000 boys' names, the most popular 3,000 girls' names.
Sure.
And we've ordered them from the most popular to the least popular.
I hope I'm not near the bottom.
I think Angie's pretty popular, actually.
Oh, good.
I think Nathan's about 56.
Oh, okay. Is that your age too?
Not quite. But if we take Nathan, for example, there's only one male name that could be formed from
with those letters.
With those letters. Yep. But there are other names, like you got Michael, for example, Michael and EAL. There's two anagrams, but because the Michael with AEL is more common, that's reported first.
Right, okay.
And with this option, do you just want the top hit, or do you want to get every hit?
Sure. Okay. So you've got all those sorts of abilities there. You've got the time for the search. You've got the Scrabble words score. So if you want to know what the total value is on each of the letters as well, there's all of that.
You can set up a new cult by playing Scrabble with this.
Yeah, it would be quite handy. Obviously, there's the wild card, the ability for that to be a space.
Yes.
Nominate the first letter like we were just discussing as well. So you've got that feature there to be able to turn that on or off. And then under the anagram database at the bottom there. So yeah, obviously you've got male names, female names, cities, countries, Scrabble words. You could have all of those turned on, or you could be a bit more specific in what type of effect you're doing to help reduce the number of other possibilities of anagrams as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It just depends what style of effect you're going to be performing with card words.
Sure. So maybe what we'll do is we'll start off with just the cities and countries turned on, and we'll do a simple one here where we'll save that and we'll go to our bird's eye view, and you'll see now we have a little stack of cards here. And don't forget as well, we don't have the first card on. So there is just a stack that's going to be placed down on the table. Now, that second sight reader, that can be reading through the table, or it could be inside a box or a card box. And you can see there it's given us two possible outcomes for it. So Spain, and it's 7. 7 is the score. So then I've got that information of what the letters are there of Spain. Now you can see there, yes, they are in order in the hand, but it doesn't mean that they scan them in order. They could be all shuffled up and it still gets it. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll go to back into the settings, and we'll tweak up the card words a little bit from doing countries and cities, and we'll do male and female names. Perfect. And then we'll head on in, and you can see using Andrew as a bit of an example there. So the spectators got their cards here. They can give them a little bit of a mix. Doesn't matter what the order is. You can see A's actually on top, and there's the whole stack there. They've placed all those down on the table.
So now the software is looking at every boy or girl's names that can be formed from those letters, and there's 2.
There we go. Thankfully, I'm not called Warden. I'm called Andrew.
There we go. But you're both worth 10.
And that's showing up on my Notifier screen as well. It's showing up on my phone. It could be showing up on my Apple Watch. So there's a few different ways that sort of with card words with the system there. Now this whole interface, it is also getting another overhaul soon. It's going to be looking even more amazing with the anagrams and how those will be. So it is a great extra feature for all of our second sight customers. Highly suggest they grab a deck of card words.
Absolutely. Do you want to try a couple more other examples?
Yeah, let's. I think we've got one more here of examples. So if we get rid of our Andrew, and just in our general words.
And do you want a city, a country, or?
Let's just do standard Scrabble words, so the standard words.
Standard words. No names.
No names, so that'll take those off.
Great.
Also, so actually with cities there, so we also have it worked out with the cities. So you say New York.
Yes.
So New York does have a space in the word, but the system has worked all that out. So if you have all the letters for New York, then when you place it down, you don't need the space. It'll decipher it in between the two of those.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a few like El Paso.
Yeah, Los Angeles.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, so back there, here we go with our last one. I'll keep it face down so nobody knows what it might be. I'm sure there'll be a few different potential things for it. And it looks like Earth. It could be hater, could be heart, could be three, sorry. Now, if we were to now change just the one setting in the phone, and we're going to change it to the first letter being the selected, this just shows you how it can really then start to help control the settings. So if you have it now set to nominate the first letter.
So how many different anagrams do we have? 5 different anagrams in that example?
Yeah, so now if the person's got all their cards, they place the first one down, and now you ask them to give them a bit of a mix, and they could pop another couple down, and then they could pop another couple as well. And then all of those there. You can see now it's just limited it down to just the 2 potential ones. So it's a great way there where you can start to use that extra ability to control the number of anagrams possible as well. But there's a lot more features that'll be starting to come with this as we play with it, and as a lot of our second sight customers start to use this and think of different unique performances for it as well.
And once again, everything can be sent to all of the automated integrations, out to image rendering, out to text-to-speech, to hear what's going on, or to notify, or to describe.
So it's a fantastic product. Be sure, if you are one of our Second Sight customers, highly suggest you grab it. If you don't have Second Sight yet, well, that's a whole nother thing in itself that I think will be a whole nother video. But be sure to check out on our Facebook group as well as on the Illuminati website. There is a lot of videos as well as all of the instructional videos that you can start to watch of products to get a bit of an idea of how they work before you may purchase anything. Until next time, see you later.
Thanks, everyone.